Parashat Yitro. There's a very famous Gemara in Masechet Shabbat that discusses the events that took place by Matan Torah. So God says, okay, here's the mountain. He puts it on top of it, like a gigit, like a barrel, like we said. And what does he say? Listen to the words. He says, Im mekablim atem et haTorah. If you accept the Torah, if you commit to the Torah, mutav, be good for you. Ve'im lav, but if not, sham tehe kevuratchem. Pay close attention. Sham tehe kevuratchem. Sham means over there will be your burial. And the question is, in Hebrew, that would have not been the most appropriate word to use. We're talking here, where the mountain's on top of them. God's talking to them. It should have said, Kan tehe kevuratchem. Here will be your burial. Paul, right now, right here. What does it mean, Sham, over there? Where's over there? He's talking to them with a mountain on top of them. Where is Sham? Where is over there? This is something to pay attention to. There's a certain type of kevurah, burial, that's called Sham. It's called over there. There's a burial where you put a person on the ground, 6 feet under. That's a physical burial. And there's a spiritual burial. The spiritual burial is called Sham, over there. What am I referring to? What does that mean? Over there is a spiritual burial. I'm going to give you a real life example that probably everybody in this room could relate to one way or another. A young boy starts elementary school. He's excited to go. It's a new opportunity. He's going to make friends. He's going to learn. He's going to excel. He's going to be the top. He's going to be successful. Like every person who wakes up to be successful in anything and everything that they do. So this young man is ready to tackle elementary school. He's going to be the most popular, have the most friends, on top of the class, happy, successful. Wow! What an opportunity. Then he starts school, and within a very short time, he gets into fights with half the class. He yells at one, he embarrasses the other, he punches the other one, he doesn't share with that one, he gets into an argument with the other one. And within a few months, half the class hates him. He starts to get lazy. He starts to fail. He starts to wake up late. He's always late. Late to class, late to school. He's certainly not top of the class, not in popularity, not in academics, not in anything. He's not looked at as someone who says, oh, that boy, well, what a wonderful guy. He's not, he didn't make it. And he looks at himself and he says, come on, Joe. You don't want to be this guy. And he gets a little hizuk, a little inspiration, and says, come on, Joe, you You gotta change. You gotta become someone. You know what most people do? They say, okay, I'm gonna change. Sham, over there. When I get to high school, elementary school's over. I messed up. That's it. The teachers hate me. The principals think I'm no good. My friends don't like me. I don't do well in my study. It's over. When I get to high school, I'm going to become someone. I have a new chance. I'm going to be that guy that I always wanted to be. Successful. Top. I want to be the top. And he gets to high school, and he's excited, and he's ready. Okay, that's it. And within a few weeks, he finds himself in the same spot that he was in elementary school. And then he says, you know what? Forget, 9th grade is too hard. 9th grade is too hard. I'm new. It's like almost like elementary school. But when I get to 10th grade, I'm going to make it. Oh boy, am I going to make it. I'm going to get to the top. I'm going to be someone. I'm going to be that top #1 guy. I'm going to be the guy with the Shem Tov, the best name in the entire school. That's going to be me. I can do it. 10th grade. Can't wait for 10th grade. And 10th grade comes and 10th grade goes. And within a few weeks in 10th grade already, he realizes 10th grade is not that great. But maybe 11th. And then he realizes, high school is not for him. It's not going to happen in high school. He's not going to get that success in high school. It's not going to work. Forget it. But for sure, after high school, he's going to make it big. Maybe if he goes to Israel, learns in yeshiva, there he'll make it. Or if he's going to work, he's going to be somebody. And there, he's going to have a lot of great friends, and he's going to be so successful. And he messes up there too. So, maybe when I get married, then it's going to be, forget about it. I'm going to have the craziest house, the most beautiful wife, the best kids. I'm going to have, wow, what a shalom bayit. And then he gets married, and within a few months, he's getting into the same fights with his wife that he got with his friends, the same fights in 3rd grade. Same argument. It's your fault. I learned from you. Who do you think you are? It's just the same exact person in 3rd grade or in high school. Now it's in his house. Then he realized, there's too much pressure in the house. I can't handle it anymore. I hate my job. I hate my boss. I hate my friends. My wife's okay. My kids are driving me crazy. When they get married, and they're out of the house, then I don't have to pay tuition anymore. No more bills. Then, I think by then I'm going to make it. When I hit like 50. And this is life. That's the story of our lives. It's the sad story of Sham. We bury ourselves with over there. I'm going to do it over there. And we never fix the problem. We never take care of the issue. The same issue we had as little children, as high school boys, we're going to have it throughout our lives. It's just a little sampling of what's coming. If you have small problems now, when you get older, they're going to be big problems. If you have small issues now, they're going to be big issues. If you have small jealousy now, it's going to be big jealousy. If you have small anger now, it's going to be big anger. If you can't get along with your friend, you're not getting along with your wife. If you can't commit yourself to doing good things today, you're certainly not going to commit to doing it later. Just because later is going to come, it's not going to change anything. Sham tehe kevuratchem. The guy who says, tomorrow I'm going to do it. Next year I'm going to do it. That's your burial. That's the burial of the spiritual world. There's a story of the two birds. The pelican and the owl. The pelican has wings that have a stench, an odor, a bad smell. One day, the pelican goes on one of the trees that he sees. He makes himself a nest, and he moves in. All the birds of that tree, they smell pelican. So they organize a demonstration against the pelican moving into their tree. And they succeed to get him out of there. Pelican Hazid, poor pelican, he lost his home, he lost his nest. He looks for a new place to live. He finds a home. He builds himself a nest in the ceiling of somebody's house. And he moves in. The homeowner starts to smell things. What's that smell? He goes onto the roof. He sees the ceiling. Pelican had a nest. The guy reeks. He takes an item and he shoos him away. No smelly birds in this house. Poor pelican. He can't live in the tree. He can't live in the house. Doesn't know what to do. He packs his stuff and he goes. And he decides, you know what, he's moving to a new town. He's out of here. On his way, the owl sees him. Smart, the owl is a bright bird. He tells him, it's the pelican. Where are you off to? Where are you going? He says, I'll tell you, I went to the tree, they threw me out. I went to the house, they threw me out. He said, I'm moving out. I'm going to a new city. So the owl tells him, what is it going to help you to move to a new city if you're still carrying your smelly wings with you? You just got the same problem in the next city. What a beautiful mashal. You think Sham is going to help you with your smelly wings? If you don't clip those wings, what is it going to help you to move to a new place? You're going to have the same issue anywhere you go, anything you do. There is no cure called Sham. Time doesn't make you better. Places don't make you different. You're the same problem. Whatever you see today, look in the mirror, you're the same guy in 20 years from now. Sham doesn't do anything to make you a better person. There's no magic in it. For the pelican, he's stuck. He has to live with his wings. There's nothing that he can do. But we are not stuck. Humans, unlike our feelings, sometimes we feel that's the way we are. I am who I am. I'm a bum. I'm not smart. I'm not popular. I'm not friendly. I'm not happy. I'm selfish. I don't know how to commit. I can't be a good student. I can't learn Torah. That's who I am. How many times have you heard people say that? That's me. Take it or leave it. That's a huge mistake. Even animals can be trained. Take a dog, you can train the dog. Even a cat can be trained. Even wild animals can be trained. In the circus, they train elephants. That's a mashal. If an animal could be trained, you don't think every one of us can become something other than what we are? You think any one of us is holed up in a place that we can't become something else? We must believe. We must know that our situation will never change. We will never become somebody else until we decide to do something. Time, place will never change a person. And we must believe that we can become anything that we want to become. The student who's living his whole life at the bottom of the barrel can become number one. It's up to him. The young man who can't make a friend because each person looks at him in a negative way can become the most popular person. A 16-year-old with the worst name out in the world because of his behavior can become a Baal Shem Tov, a person with the most beautiful name. It's up to you. It's up to me. No time will change it, and no place will change it. Sham, tomorrow, that's a kivra. That's a spiritual burial. I saw in a beautiful commentary a remez, a hint in the Torah to this. The pasuk says, "Vetzeh, go out, hilahem, and wage war, ba'amalek mahan." Literally it means tomorrow, go out and fight Amalek, that enemy of the Jewish people. But in a way of remez, of hint, it means say, go out. Vehilahem, we are all in a milhama. Everyone in this room has the same war. We all have fighting the same war. What's the war? You know what it's called, the war? It's called the Amalek Mahar. It's the war of tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow. That's a war of Amalek spiritually. Every one of us fights that war. We all want to be the greatest. Let's not kid ourselves. We all want to wake up and accomplish the most. But the war, the enemy is tomorrow. That's the Amalek inside every one of us. There's a famous story about a great Talmid, a great student in the yeshiva of Volozhin, a man who knew Shas from beginning to end, with hazarot, with review. You can only become great with review. It's not enough to learn. You have to know it. And to know it, you have to review. A person who learns without review is missing most of the effect of learning. Hazara, hazara, hazara. That's what the great Rav Nosson Finkel, he says, in order to succeed in learning, you need three things. You need three things to succeed in Torah. You know what the three things are? Everybody in this room, three things you need. You need hazara, you have to review. And you need hazara, and you have to review. And guess what you need again? Hazara. Good guess. That's the secret. You don't have to be brilliant. You don't have to be good looking. You need hazara. Whatever you do, whatever you learn, review it. And this student, this prize student of the Yeshiva of Volozhin in Europe, he knew all of Shas. And while he was eating, in the middle of a seudah, somebody came over to him and asked him a question. And he didn't know the answer to the question. And they told him afterwards, actually during the meal, that this is actually a Tosfot in Masechet, I don't know where it was. And this Talmid, when he heard that he forgot a Tosfot in this Masechet, he don't believe it. He ran out of the dining room, no Birkat HaMazon, and they say that he closed himself up in the Bet Midrash for 7 years to do hazara again on everything he learned. They asked the great Rabbi of Chaim Volozhin, and they said to him, this student, is it right what he did? He walked out without saying Birkat HaMazon to rush back to learn? He says, no. That was the wrong thing to do. You can't walk out and not say Birkat HaMazon, even if you're going to learn. But the rabbi said, but know one thing, that if he said Birkat HaMazon, he probably would never have been able to do what he did in 7 years. Because if you delay, if you don't do things now, when you're ready and excited, and you're inspired, if you don't do it now, chances are that you may never do it. The Hafetz Chaim had a person come to him, an older fellow. And he told him, Rabbi, Baruch Hashem, I was blessed with a lot of money. He said, I have 6 children. He said, I'm going to split up my Yerusha. I'm going to split up my estate into 7. 6 I'm going to give, when I die, I'm going to give it to my children. And the 7th will go to the yeshiva, to your yeshiva. And he said, number 2, please, on behalf of such a commitment, if you could please learn for me, for my zechut. So he thought the Hafetz Chaim was going to get up and start dancing with him and hug him. He gave him a tremendous amount of money. The Hafetz Chaim gave him a look, clearly not pleased with his offer. He told him, number 1, about the money that you're going to give me after you leave this world. Why do you have to wait to give me the money, to give the yeshiva money, after the world, after Olam Hazeh? If you could do it now. Why do you have to wait to give money after you leave this world? So many people have this issue. They'll leave money to give it out after they die. If you have money now and you can give it out now while you're alive. What are you waiting for? Why Sham? Why then? Do it now. If you have to have some savings so you could live with something else, or if you have extra money to give it out now. And he says, and you're asking me to learn for you? He says, you're alive. Learn yourself. Why should I learn for you? This is the story of our lives. The story of Sham. The milhama of Sham that we all have been fighting since we were little. And the fight will continue. That's why it says, Ve'ata Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu tells Am Yisrael in Sefer Devarim. He says, now Yisrael. Our rabbis say, what does it mean, Ve'ata Yisrael? Hachamim tell us in the Midrash, En Ve'ata Ela Teshuvah. Unbelievable. What does the word Ve'ata mean? Ve'ata means Teshuvah. And you read it and say, what? And now means Teshuvah. What does Teshuvah have to do with Ve'ata? And now means Teshuvah. I think after today we understand it pretty clear. The milhama that we're in is the Sham or Ve'ata. All of us want success. All of us want a rich life. All of us want everything that's good in every area. The question is, are you going to start Ata right now? Or are you going to wait till Sham? Hashem tells Am Yisrael, if you accept now the Torah, mutab is good. Ve'im lav, if you don't accept it now, Sham, you want to think about it for later. You want to see maybe later on I'll do it. Teheh kevuratchem. That's your kevurah. That's your end, your dead end, your burial in the world of spirituality. We have to pray for siyata d'shmaya, that we should be inspired, and more importantly than be inspired, to do things ata, to do things now, in all of our lives, in everything, in learning, in midot, in chesed, in getting along with friends, in all the areas that make a person successful. We got to start now. Because if we don't do anything now, we will be like that pelican bird who just flies from place to place, from time to time, with the same wings, the same smell, and he's going to find himself going from place to place his whole life. Things won't change by themselves. Only Be'ata. Shabbat Shalom.